Hi, I'm Gary from organicweb.com.au and I'm a Mailchimp partner. Chris from South Africa, who happens to be an unbelievable, one of the leading pianists, contacted me and said, how could he combine his audiences? I think he has 6 odd at the moment. How can he combine them into one audience to better his marketing? But he wants to be able to, once he's combined his audiences, he wants to be able to target people based on the city they're in. So I'll go through that process in this video. Let's go across to Mailchimp itself. You'll notice that I have various audiences here. What we're going to do in this tutorial is combine the Melbourne and Sydney audiences. I'll just take you to a slide, and those of you that know me know that I can't stand slideshows, but we'll just have one slide just to demonstrate the process. So the first thing we're going to do is determine which audience will be the master, and what we'll do is make our Sydney audience the master. We'll tag those contacts in the master audience. We'll then export our old audiences. We will import first the unsubscribed, cleaned and non-subscribed contacts. The reason we're going to do that is to create what we call a suppression list, so we can't by mistake send, for example, to the unsubscribed people. During the import of the subscribed contacts, we'll tag them at that time. So let's say we're importing the Melbourne audience, we'll tag them as Melbourne at that time so we can identify them in our final audience. We'll then rename our master audience to make it more meaningful, and then we will archive the people, the contacts in our old audience, or delete the old audiences, and that's really up to you. But let's go into Mailchimp itself. Right, so what we're going to do is the first step we said is we'll determine which will be the master audience. We will use this as the master, the Sydney audience in this case as the master. And what we'll do is we'll use this as the originating audience, and you might have various others, and we'll import the contacts from Melbourne into Sydney and tag them as we do it. Now, the first thing we want to do is tag the people in the Sydney audience so that we can identify who were the original people in that audience. To do that, to tag the people in my Sydney audience, I merely click on my audience name, and we can see all my subscribers. This is just a demo. What I'll do then is, one way to tag everyone is to either check all their names, or if you have more subscribers, you'll be able to check up the top here and select all. And then I'm going to click add or remove tags, and I can just type in my tag, sorry. And in this case, just for this example for Chris, I'm going to use the city name as the tag. It could be the state name, it could be the country name, it could be the product name, whatever. But I'm going to just type in here Sydney and click on Sydney. So these people in the tag column, you'll see they're all now tagged as Sydney. So going back to all my audiences, so I'm clicking current audience, view audiences. I know now that in this audience, the Sydney audience, everyone is tagged. The next step we're going to go into, so let's go back to our slide. So we've tagged all the contacts in the master audience. We now want to export our old audiences and then import the subscribed, cleaned and non-subscribed, and then subscribed, and tag those contacts as we import them. Okay. There are actually 2 different ways of combining audiences in Mailchimp. I could have clicked the down arrow next to one of the audiences and click combine audiences. There are advantages and disadvantages to both means of combining audiences. I'm using the export method, which I far prefer. It gives you more control, and because I'm going to be tagging people as I import, the export to Excel method is better. But you can read up more on the Mailchimp website about the differences between the combine audience means by clicking the down arrow, combine audiences, or exporting to, let's say, Excel or Google Sheets and then importing. So I need to export this audience. So what I'm going to do is click on this audience name, and to export this audience, all I do is I click export audience. I'll just wait for that to carry on, and then I would export as CSV, and this would download to my computer. So I've got a little pop-up. I'm just going to click Save File. Okay, and I'll just go back to the audience dashboard, and it's actually downloaded to my computer. You can't see it, but it has. When you export, from Mailchimp, you will get up to 4 files. You'll get a zip file, but within that zip file will be up to 4 CSV files. One will be for your subscribed contacts, one will be for your non-subscribed, one will be for your cleaned, and one will be for your unsubscribed. I hope I said that right. Subscribed, unsubscribed, cleaned, and non-subscribed. Okay, so the subscribed contacts are the only contacts we can send email marketing to. The unsubscribed are people that have clicked unsubscribe. The non-subscribed are those that have signed up, for example, via a survey or maybe an integration such as an e-commerce store, that have not agreed to get your email marketing. And the last one, cleaned, is the bounced email addresses, those, for example, that no longer exist. So let's go back to our slide very quickly. So what we said is we've done this, we've exported our old audience. We now want to import our unsubscribed, cleaned, and non-subscribed first, and then our subscribed. I'm not going to show you how to import our unsubscribed, cleaned, and non-subscribed. It's just a status change, which I'll highlight to you. But I'm going to import the subscribed just to demonstrate. So I've got my subscribed contact, open in Google Sheets in this case. You might use Excel or another spreadsheet, and that's absolutely fine. So to import these people into my Sydney audience, all I need to do is highlight the people, or the data rather, copy the information, come back into Mailchimp. So I'll just click Manage Audience, View Audiences. So these are the subscribed people in this case from the Melbourne audience. I want to import them into Sydney. So I'm going to click on Sydney. So to import, I click Add Contacts, Import Contacts, and I just follow the wizard. So do I want to upload a file? No, I want to copy and paste. Click Continue to Upload. I'll just paste in my data, and it looks a bit strange, but Mailchimp can handle it. That's absolutely fine. Click Continue. Okay, so I'm importing into Organic Web Sydney. That's correct. And this is the status. So I would have first imported the people that had been unsubscribed, non-subscribed, cleaned. So Mailchimp provides you with those CSV files, and you would have done that first. But now I'm importing as subscribed, people I can send my email marketing to. And I'll click Update Any Existing Contacts. The reason I'm doing this is, as I import then, if a person is on my import plus in that Sydney audience, Mailchimp will update it with any information. I'm wanting to update the tags in this case. It'll make sense in a second. So I click Continue to Tag. Okay, so I don't have a Melbourne tag. This happens to be all my people in Melbourne. So in this case, I'm going to tag them as Melbourne. The reason I'm doing this is so that I can identify, well, first of all, where they're imported from, but also so that I can target people in this case, Melbourne. So I'm going to click Create Melbourne to create that tag, and I could tag them more things if I wanted to. I'll click Continue to Match. Mailchimp says this is the first name, that's the email address. It is correct. So I'll click Finalize Import. Everything looks good. So I'm going to click Complete Import. Okay. Import was successful. So let's view our contacts. Okay, I'm in the Sydney one, and we've got some people tagged as Melbourne. We've got some as Sydney. Some are Melbourne and Sydney. And that's because I checked Update the contacts, because maybe ye in this case works in one city and lives in another, or whatever. So that's absolutely fine. So let's go back to our presentation. So we've done all this. We've imported subscribed, etc. We tagged our contacts during that import. We now want to rename our master audience. You don't have to do this, but you can, and then we'll archive in our old audience or delete. So rename and then archive or delete. So let's go back into Mailchimp. To rename an audience, this one is called organicweb.com.au Sydney. But let's say we just want to call it organicweb.com.au, because the name of the audience does show typically in the footer of the emails you send. To rename an audience is safe and it's very simple. All we do is we click Settings, Audience Name and Defaults. So Settings, Audience Name and Defaults. And I can just rename it to whatever I want it to be here. And just click Save at the bottom of the screen. Oop, let me just move myself so you can see that a little bit better. I'll just click Save. Wait for it to load up. Right. So the last thing we now need to do, so let me just look at all my audiences just so you can see. View audiences. So there we go, it's been renamed. And then I said I want to archive or delete my old audiences. And whether you archive the contacts or delete the audiences is really up to you. And I'll just illustrate. So if we wanted to delete this entire audience, I could just click the little box or check the little box next to the name of the audience and click delete. Nice and easy. If I want to archive my contacts, I'll click to go into my audience. Then select all, select everyone. If you then click Actions, you'll be able to archive everyone. So I'll just do that now. I'll click Archive, and you're about to archive 12 contacts. So the archive contacts, once I archive contacts, they don't count towards my billing. So I'm going to click Confirm, and my contacts have now been archived. So what I could do at any time is click Manage Contacts and View Archived Contacts, and you'll notice my contacts are there. If I now also view my current audience and view all audiences, you'll notice now I have no people because they've been archived out of my Melbourne audience, and I could even delete it at this stage if I really wanted to. So we've gone through that process. So, what we did is, it's all looking a bit messy here, but that's fine. We determined which would be our master audience. We then tagged our people in that audience. We then exported our old audiences, and it will download various files for us, Mailchimp. We import our unsubscribed, cleaned, and non-subscribed contacts first, then the subscribed contacts, and we tag those contacts as we import them. And in this case, it was by the city they're in. We then renamed our master audience, and you don't necessarily have to do that. And then we archived the contacts in our old audience or deleted our audience. So in the future then, just to show how this works, in the future we could go into our master audience, and for example, we could click Filter by Tags. We could see everyone that's tagged as Sydney. And then we could quite simply click Send Campaign and send an email specifically to those people. And in this case, Chris could say, look, I'm going to be in Sydney, next week. Why don't you come along to one of my concerts or whatever? Look, I hope that's helped you. And if you did find this useful, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you. I'm Gary from organicweb.com.au.